All, Commerce with Mac here today with a new topic, how to make a resume. If you all are finding a job and still you didn't get a job opportunity, then you need to know and watch the entire video to have a complete understanding. Trust me guys, if you all are applying a job and you don't get the job because it's not because of your qualification, it's not because of your knowledge you have possessed, it's not about your academic performances, it's about how you represent yourself in a resume. So this resume or curriculum vitae is going to explain you how you need to present yourself to get into a corporate world. So this video is going to explain you the ways you need to prepare a resume. And also remember one particular thing guys, the job opportunity is not that easy. To step into a good company in a good corporate field or good position, you have a lot of competitiveness. To face that competitiveness, the first thing you can impress the employer is by presenting a good resume. Many of my students say that I applied for this company, this multinational corporation, but I didn't get a job opportunity. What might be the reason? So I asked them one particular thing, send your resume. So I'll have a look on the resume. If anything is wrong, I can explain. The basic stuff when I see the resume is completely utter a disaster. They don't have their picture on the resume. They don't represent themselves at all. They haven't given what they know to the employer. So without showing you what you know, don't apply for a job opportunity. And also every resume should have a cover letter that I will be explaining you in future videos. But then for now, you need to, when you apply a basic job, you need to know the fundamental, what they are requesting on the job. As per that job only, your resume should be. Many students, what they do, they prepare a resume, which, for example, if they prepare the resume for marketing, they apply for accounting. So there's a blunder because you have made a resume for marketing and you apply for accounting, you won't get the job opportunity. Remember one particular thing, make the resume for marketing under marketing, make the resume for accounting under accounting. If you can do that only, you will be able to get the job. I'll explain you in a while, but before that, please do not subscribe my channel. Please do not forget to subscribe my channel, and also please remember this Commerce with Mac YouTube channel is a YouTube channel which educates National Cambridge edXL syllabus, accounting, economics, business studies, and also giving a lots of tips and tricks for the students to uplift their career. I provide them the financial advice, career book reviews of a lot latest growth books I used to review in my channel, and also I used to give them the proper way of guidance to ensure a smooth career pathway. So if you really like this channel, please subscribe and share to all your known friends. Let's get into this video now. Vitae, when I speak about, first thing you need to have is your picture. You can see this person which I have represented here is a photo of yours. So when you are applying for a job, if you don't find your picture, and certain CVs doesn't have pictures, they, even if they have a picture, they have a picture like like in a shirt, a normal casual shirt, like a wedding shoot photography used to put in the CV. The best thing you need to do, go to a photo studio, take a good photo of yours, and then fill in this particular photography area. Remember, every picture which you represent in a CV will always get the chance, 95% of chance to get the opportunity of the job. So present yourself in a very smarter way. So the employer have a knowledge that you are very smarter and cleaner person. So you will get the job opportunities very faster. Shortlisting is one of the important things you need to know when it comes to corporate world, and CVs will be shortlisted only with the attractable manner. So the second thing you need to represent is the details of yourself, your name, your information, your age, date, sex, address, marriage, you're single or married, maybe if your address, complete address you need to mention. So these are the basic steps the employee need to have. And also if you can give your identity card number, maybe even you can give the identity card number on the information column or your passport number. Then the way they need to communicate is contact way, your phone number, a proper phone number with the code, then with the country code, and also the email address is completely important. So if you do not find these details in your CV, trust me, they don't know about you. You need to say about yourself in your CV. Then only the employee will have an understanding what type of things you need to have when it comes to having a CV. So then the next part I want to speak about your education. So education can be divided into either academic education or the professional education. Student doesn't understand the differences between academic education and professional education. Let me explain it this way. Academic education is an education which you get in school, and also when you follow a bachelor's degree, or master's degree, this will fall under academic education. Unless and otherwise, it's a professional career. If you finish like ACCA, CIMA, CPA, CMA, CISI, CMA, so any type of professional qualification that falls under professional career. So for example, if you finish AAT, Association of Accounting Technicians, that falls under professional qualification. So you should be able to break down your education knowledge for how much you have finished. If you have finished your advanced level, then you can write educated at Zaira College in this particular. So I'm just mentioning the school because I studied there. So giving the school's name also is some sort of educational part. The finished to advanced level, and what is your score, your results can also be shown when you are applying a job. If you do not have your results, if you are not received your results yet, you can say pending results and SAT exams advanced level on this particular year. If you have your O-level results, please present your O-level results with the number of A's and not A's, like A's, B's, whatever you have got. But one particular thing, whenever you are upgrading, like I'll be teaching you the best 2 CVs which I'm going to represent you. And also remember guys, after this video, I'll be putting those CVs under the below link, so you can download the CV format and then you can use it for your professional careers as well. Like when you're applying for a job, you can use the same CV. So then the next thing, after speaking about the education, you need to know what have you done. So here they have given the social practice, which I will request you to speak about the experiences you have done in your school or the curricular activities. You can also, I can also change this as, if you are a new fresher, you can write here curricular activities. You can see I'm changing activities. I'm going to copy the same format here. So now curricular activities are the extracurricular things which you do in school. Maybe you were the sub-prefect, head prefect, maybe you are a good sports person. Speak about those things. What have you done? Maybe if you were the president of Commerce Society, then speak about you were in this president of Commerce Society for this number of years, and these are the things you have done to uplift the society's thing. So your smart way of giving about yourself is very important. Some students, what they do is they have involved in almost all the club in the school, but they don't know how to present it under the curricular activities. Maybe if you have done 5 clubs, you need to start their club's name, like president of Commerce Club, or maybe sports like athletic club president, or school's vice captain on cricket team. Resolving conflicts between the team members can be also a sub point under the vice captain of cricket team. So you should be able to present yourself in all the areas as much as you can, and presenting is one of the complete way to get the job opportunities. Like what you have done. What I have seen in CVs, like when you are representing yourself, don't just write president of Commerce Club, then president of this club, president of that club, vice captain of this particular team. So when you say like that, the person doesn't know, the employer doesn't know what you have done in that particular area. You might see here, newsroom member, volunteer association, this person has worked, and edit, manage and write 2 to 3 blogs post per week. So this gives an idea to the employer, this person is a writer, good writer, and also he writes a lot of scripts. So, and also you might see here in current events club he have worked, he is speaking about the debates, developing activity plans and schedules. So these are the ways you should represent yourself to the employer, that you have some sort of knowledge on the things what is happening currently around the market and around the competitive edge. So if you do not present yourself that even in school area you haven't worked, then of course you have less opportunities of getting selected if you are a fresher applying for a job. Then I can also move on to the next part. The honors, the main certificates you have received if you are a fresher applying for a job. What type of certificates you consider? Like if I was a rugby player, so I can say like I have played to the school, maybe at highest I got a good certificate. So representing that is a honor for me. I will represent it. Like you are winning opportunities, please try to put them down. And the skills is one of the important things. When you are speaking about the skills, when it comes to job opportunities, you should say that how much you have knowledge in Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint, Access, Outlooks, emails, writing, all these things you should be listing on. And the way you are showing proficiency should be very high. If you are applying for an accounting job and if you do not write the skill Microsoft Excel, trust me, you will not be selected, because you learn in your school from grade 1 to grade A level, but then still you doesn't know how to use an Excel. I'm sorry, folks, you will not get a job. The reason, if you do not have the basic understanding, you don't want to go to learn by paying Microsoft Excel software program certificate. You can just learn in YouTube, type how to do Excel, what are the basics of Excel. So there are a lot of tons of videos in YouTube which will teach you how to do that, and those will help you to determine what type of things you need to learn to get into the job. If you're applying for marketing job, then of course you need to have this public skills of speaking, presenting yourself in a very nice manner. Then also the way you speak to others, the communication style all should be there. So based on different job opportunities, your skills also should change. For example, if you're applying the job for accounting, if you're applying the job for marketing, if you're applying the job for production, if you're applying the job for content story, so all these different CVs should have a different way of representing. So when you're a fresher, you don't know which field you are going to go. So you are confused which path I should take. So when you take the path you really like, then of course you should make the CV which you really like and work on it. Now, when I took my career, I did 2 CVs, not many, because I love marketing, either finance. So I did an accounting CV as well as a marketing CV. So I did I did my skills, opportunities, whatever I put, but the way I represented on marketing side on marketing CV, and then I applied the same knowledge in accounting side, accounting CV. That's how you get a job opportunity. It's not betraying anyone because you are a fresher, you don't know what to select. Then after you select, go on that pathway. And then there is one more thing which I want to remind you: the reference. What type of reference? Like sometimes they must say put 2 reference. So known contacts of yours should be there on the CV. Here down you can write here underneath the skills. You can write 2 reference people's address and the details. So that will give the employer to call them and speak. How about this person's performance? Remember not to give anyone who will scold about. So if you know someone who personally and who is in corporate ladder a great successful person, go and put their name and their details. But then remember one thing to do: before you take the numbers, call and ask them, can I use your number? If they say yes, then say them, I am going to put you as my reference, and if anything is there, please suggest me. Like if they ask about me, please say good about me. They'll always say good about you if you really have done good things to them. So these are the few things which you need to have when you are a fresher and applying for a job. But then there's another question: if you have worked 1 year or 2 years, what is the way you should get a job opportunity? So I'm going to use this second resume. You might see an experienced person might look like this, not like this person. But then the CV should look like the personal summary. What is your experience in which industry, and why do you feel why do you want this job opportunity? What's your interest? What's your contact details? And you might see the work experience comes first. If you've been in the field for a certain period of time, then of course the work experience is a complete must to provide. Now this person is in the marketing, so he has put in marketing this number of years he has worked, and as a marketing assistant. Remember guys, when you apply for CV, there are funny CVs I have seen that some people who are starting from assistant, assistant executive, directly they jump into director of a company. So when you see CVs like that, those CVs will not be accepted because there's a layer of success in corporate world. For example, if you join as a junior executive or trainee, so there's a way, I'll say the pathway. If you are a trainee, you should be promoted to junior executive or assistant executive. So when you are being assistant executive, then you go to executive, then maybe assistant manager or team lead, then assistant manager, then the manager. That's how it goes, build on to the higher position. But I see CVs where one person is on lower position, maybe trainee, and the director. So if you see a CV like that, funny as it is, they will never accept it. So when you show your work experience, show something practical, where the employee will be like, okay, fine, I can trust them. So that's something you need to know. Then the education platform, as you're an experienced person, we don't want to show you advanced level research qualification. We don't want to show you ordinary level research qualification. What you need to show you is your higher qualifications. So for example, if you're an experienced person, maybe 25 or 26, you would have completed your higher professional education, and maybe you would have done with your bachelor's. So those big qualifications should be represented first, and those where do you take and what type of GPA scores you made should be presented in which university. And that is more than enough for the person to get you an idea. You don't want to show you a lower results of your O levels or A level, and don't make your CV lengthy. Some people write it lengthy as much as possible. So when that happens, the employer get pissed off because they don't want to read text, read storybooks like this, right? They don't want to read, yeah. It also says master your time. So time is very valuable. So you need to make the employer to understand about you within a short span of time, and that should be a way where you represent yourself. Don't write an essay. Some CVs they go for 5 pages, 6 pages, and like when you take a weighted CV, a lot of files with you to the interview, you feel like I'm gonna get a job today. It's not like that, guys. It's not about the number of files you are taking to the interview. It's about how you represent yourself. So your CV should be very short and simple, and where the employer understands about you very faster. Then moving on to the next part, when it comes to a high skilled CV, which is the second CV which I'm speaking about, major achievements, what you have done, what you have achieved until now, and the skills is something which you need to see. In either CV, the CV1, resume 1, and the resume 2, I said about the skills should be something always there. The language spoken, if you can write a topic, language spoken, it's also very needful, like Tamil, Sinhala, English, and how much your proficiency about will also give a chance for you to get recruited. So these are the basic stuffs which you need to know when you're applying the CV, and you don't have a picture, trust me, you will never get a job. And I mean, there are people who hire you, but I'm talking about the corporate, multinational corporations. And if you find this video very useful, please do not forget to subscribe my channel, and under the videos link, under the video's description, you can find the 2 CV formats which I spoke now. You can download it and use it anytime. And if you really find this video useful, please share to your friends. Let them know about this YouTube channel, Commerce with Mac, and subscribe my channel. Have a nice day, guys. We'll come with a new topic and new way of approaching soon.